Namaste. Good morning. Let us begin. Sit comfortably. Gently close your eyes. Keep your back straight. Relax your shoulders. Connect with your breath. Bring your hands to Namaskara. Let us begin with the invocation Shlokas. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा नमस्तेस्तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूजिते शङ्खचक्रगदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Gently open your eyes. So some of you had sent me the recordings of the invocation shlokas. So couple of mistakes which are commonly observed. I just wanted to share here so that anybody else who are making similar mistakes in the chanting can correct by themselves. So here in the first shloka, Vakratunda Mahakaya. This is ya, it is not ya. Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha. Prabha. Nirvignam Kurume Deva. It's not Deva, it is Deva. Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Only here we have Da. So in all the other places, Mahakaya, Samaprabha, Kurume Deva, and then finally Sarvada. So this is one correction. If you have not been pronouncing it correctly, please make the corrections. And in the fourth shloka, this is on the invocation for the Guru. Here again, this is practice because we might have learnt it that way. It is not Guru Brahma, it is Gurur Brahma. Gurur, there is a half R here. So, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnuhu. There is again a half R. Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha. Guru Sakshat. Stress on that sa a little more. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. It is only Brahma. It's not Brahma. Because the Brahma that we are worshipping, the creator Chaturmukha Brahmaji, he is referred to in the first Guru Brahma. Here Parabrahma, this refers to the absolute truth, Brahman, supreme reality. So Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So these two mistakes I commonly found in some of the recordings. please make the corrections. So from tomorrow onwards, we will be starting our invocation directly from here. So the first 7 shlokas we have, we will chant these seven shlokas every day going forward. Just a second, my cat wants to leave the room. 1 second, I'll be back. Okay. So let us begin with the invocation shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranama. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannabadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopashantaye Narayanan Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Yasyadviradabhaktradyah Parishadhyah Parashatam Vignang Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamashraye Vyasam Vasishthanaptaram Shaktev Pautramakalmasham Parasharatmajam Vande Shukatatam Taponidhim Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Avikaraya Shuddhaya Nityaya Paramatmane Sadaikaruparupaya Vishnave Sarvajishnave Yasya Smaranamatreణ Janma Samsara Bandhanat Vimuchyate Namastasmai Vishnave Prabhavishnave Om Namo Vishnave Prabhavishnave Shri Vaishampayana Uvacha Shrutva Dharmanasheshena Pavanani cha sarvashaha Yudhishthirashantanavam Punarevabhyabhashata. So when we are chanting, we should not skip the part where we say so and so person uvacha. So here Shri Vaishampayana uvacha. When you are chanting, also chant the person's name followed by uvacha. So now we'll move on to today's shlokas. Before that, I wanted to share two references in terms of the significance of Vishnu Sahasranama. So the first one is from Bhajagovindam. This is Shloka 27, not 28, Shloka 27. Here, Adi Shankaracharya ji, one of his disciples, he has given this particular shloka where I'll first chant the shloka. Yeyam Gita Nama Sahasram ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सञ्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तम्. So this is a very beautiful shloka where we are given a complete sadhana that we should practice every day. So what are the guidelines given? So first is Geyam Gita. Gita should be recited. Gita, Bhagavad Gita, um, in any form. Either we chant Gita shlokas or we listen to discourses. We read Bhagavad Gita with the right commentary. This is something that we should incorporate as a daily habit. Shravana or Manana of Gita. Nama Sahasram. So, Nama Sahasram Yeyam, the 1,000 names of Bhagwan Vishnu should be chanted. So, here direct reference to Vishnu Sahasranama. So, Bhagavad Gita, then Vishnu Sahasranama, then um, Shripati Rupam. Shripati Rupam, the Rupa of Bhagwan Vishnu should be meditated upon. Dhyayam should be meditated upon. So, third practice is dhyana, meditating upon Bhagwan Vishnu. And then Neyam Sanjana Sange Chittam. So, the mind, Chittam, should be directed towards Sangha. Sangha here refers to Satsanga, good company, company of the wise, company of the noble, company of the good people. So we should direct our mind towards such company. Then finally, Deyam Dina Janaya cha Vittam. Vittam refers to wealth. So wealth, whatever in form we have, it is not money as such. Any form of wealth we have, be it food, be it any objects that might be useful for somebody, knowledge, um, that should be a daily practice. Dana should be incorporated as a daily practice. So this is the complete daily sadhana, and the main reason why I brought this here is to understand how Vishnu Sahasranama has given importance as a daily sadhana. Yesterday we had Mahaperiyava's Jayanti, and Mahaperiyava Kanchi Paramacharya, he has recommended Vishnu Sahasranama in multiple places in his Deivathin Kural series of books. I am yet to read those books, but I've just collected the summary of how he has given us given the importance of Vishnu Sahasranama through his teachings. So he has recommended Vishnu Sahasranama as a remedy for everybody who is facing mental unrest, any form of disturbances, physical health issues, or any planetary afflictions. So for all these issues, the remedy suggested by Mahaperiyava is to chant Vishnu Sahasranama. Also for women, chanting stotras, shlokas, these are considered very important for building up our devotion. And this daily recitation should be a family practice. First, one or two people in the family start, and then everybody starts to gather slowly, slowly. So that is the idea. Eventually, chanting should become a family practice. And as we discussed earlier, Nama Japa is the most effective and easiest spiritual practice for Kali Yuga. Also, Mahaperiyava says that even if you don't understand the meaning, it is okay. Just the act of chanting itself has a purifying effect. We have seen that even when we don't understand the meaning, when we chant, we immediately feel a sense of calmness. Meaning is definitely helpful because in especially Vishnu Sahasranama, it appeals to both the heart in terms of devotion as well as it appeals to our head in terms of contemplating on the meaning, the glories of Bhagwan Vishnu. So both our head and heart both are getting the benefits by chanting Vishnu Sahasranama. So this is something that we all can practice. It is something that can be easily adopted once we get familiar with the chanting. Even when we don't know the elaborate worship, the Shodashopachara Puja, even if we don't know the specific details of how to perform various worship, simple chanting in itself is good. And in one of the discourses, I've heard that when Mahaperiyava was sick and he was having high fever, um, he asked some of the people around him to chant Vishnu Sahasranama 3 times. So they chanted the Vishnu Sahasranama complete stotra 3 times, and by the end of it, his temperature had come down. So this is like pratyaksha, that is the experience that we can see for ourselves as well. So these are some of the ways by which we can understand the significance of Vishnu Sahasranama, just to give the motivation so that we can continue on this journey. Yes, the chanting, some of the words might be difficult to chant. It is okay. Let us persist. It is going to take us time, 4 months, 5 months, we don't know. But let's commit to ourselves because the benefits are many. So today we are going to learn the two shlokas, 8 and 9, where Yudhishthira asks 6 questions to Bhishmacharya. Okay. Yudhishthira Uvacha. Yudhishthira Uvacha. This is must. We need to chant this. Dha Mahaprana, Tha Mahaprana. Yudhishthira Uvacha. Kimekam. Kimekam Daivatam. Daivatam. Kimekam Daivatam Loke. Kimekam Daivatam Loke. Kim. Kim Bapyekam. Kim Bapyekam. This is a avarga chinna which we don't chant, but when we are understanding the meaning, this is required. But when we chant, we just join the previous letter and the following letter together. So, Kim Bapyekam Parayanam. Parayanam. This is na. You have to roll your tongue and say na. Parayanam. Kim Vapyekam Parayanam. Stuvantaha. Stuvantaha. There is a half sa. Stuvantaha kam. So whenever visarga is followed by ka, we use, when we join, we say the k sound should come from your throat region. So we join and say stuvantah kam. Stuvantah kam. Kamarchantaha. Kamarchantaha. Prapnu. Prapnu. Yurmanava. So here visarga followed by pa. So kamarchantaf prapnu. Kamarchantaf prapnu. Yurmanava. Yurmanava shubham. Visarga followed by sh. We should stress on that sh a little more, like a half sh. So prapnu yurmanava shubham. Prapnu yurmanava shubham. Bha Mahaprana. So if you see, the first line is easy to chant. Second line, because of these visarga, there is slight difficulty, but with practice, you will get hold of it. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kim vapyekam parayanam. Stuvantah kam kamarchantaf. Prapnu yurmanava shubham. Okay. So in this verse, there are 4 questions. First, Kim ekam daivatam loke. Kim ekam daivatam loke. So who is that one supreme devata in the entire world? Here, loke refers to the laws of the universe, the order of the universe, because of whom the entire cosmos functions. And who is that devata who is expressed, revealed in our scriptures? So who is that one God who is supreme? Kim vapyekam parayanam. So parayanam means the ultimate refuge, ultimate shelter, the ultimate end goal of human life. Ekam parayanam. What is that one ultimate end goal of human life? Third question. Stuvantaha prapnuyurmanava shubham. So here stuvantaha prapnuyurmanava shubham. That is one question. Kamarchantaha prapnuyurmanava shubham. Kam is like what or who. Who is that one God? Stuvantaha. Stuti. We have heard of this word stuti, right? Stuti means praise. So, who is that one God praising whom? Manava Shubham. Humans will experience or gain prapti, who will attain Shubham, auspiciousness. So, by praising whom, one attains auspiciousness. Then, Kamarchantaha. So, here, who is that one God? Worshipping whom? Here, karma, the actions. By doing certain worship, certain actions, certain rituals, worshipping whom all humans gain auspiciousness. Same question, but first is in terms of the act of praising, the second is the act of worshipping. So it is like he's asking many questions, but the answer is just one. So all these questions are different ways to frame to arrive at the same answer. Let us chant. Yudhishthira uvacha. Yudhishthira uvacha. Yudhishthira uvacha. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kim vapyekam parayanam. Kim vapyekam parayanam. Kim vapyekam parayanam. Stuvantah kamarchantah. Stuvantah kamarchantah. Stuvantah kamarchantah. Prapnuyurmanava shubham. Prapnuyurmanava shubham. Prapnuyurmanava shubham. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kim vapyekam parayanam. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kim vapyekam parayanam. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kim vapyekam parayanam. Stuvantah kamarchantah. Prapnuyurmanava shubham. Stuvantah kamarchantah. Prapnuyurmanava shubham. Stuvantah kamarchantah. Prapnuyurmanava shubham. All together 3 times. Yudhishthira uvacha. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kim vapyekam parayanam. Stuvantah kamarchantah. Prapnuyurmanava shubham. Yudhishthira uvacha. Kimekam daivatam loke. Kim vapyekam parayanam. स्तुवन्तः कं कमर्चन्तः प्राप्नुयुर्मानवाः शुभम्। युधिष्ठिर उवाच किमेकं दैवतं लोके किं वाप्येकं परायणम् स्तुवन्तः कं कमर्चन्तः प्राप्नुयुर्मानवाः शुभम्. Questions continue in the 9th shloka. को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां. So here visarga followed by sa. Dharmas sarvadharmanam. Stress on that sa a little more. Ko dharmas sarvadharmanam. Bhavatah bha mahaprana. Visarga followed by pa. Bhavatah paramo matah. Bhavatah paramo matah. There is a visarga here. Matah. Bhavatah paramo matah. Ko dharma sarvadharmanam. Bhavatah paramo matah. Kim japan muchyate. There is a half na here. Japan muchyate. Jantur janma samsara. Jantur janma samsara. Bandhanat dha mahaprana. Jantur janma samsara bandhanat. So two more questions here. First line, sarva dharmanam, among all the dharmas, which one is the greatest? Paramo mataha, which is the dharma which is the greatest. So Yudhishthira is the Dharma Raja. So he wants to understand among all the dharmas which one is the greatest. And kim japan muchyate, by chanting the japa of what one will be freed from the bondages. Bandhanat. Bandha means bondages. Bondages of what? Janma samsara. The bondages of samsara, the repeated cycle of birth and death. He is not talking only about humans. Here he is talking about jantu. Jantu means all beings, all creatures. So by doing japa of what will one be freed? Or it's not just about not feeling the sadness or the suffering. It is about how one can go beyond it. So there is a difference. So you can it is not like by doing the japa one will not have any sufferings in the world, one will not face any sorrows of the world. No, but how you can rise above those sorrows, how you can create a distance from the ones that is giving sorrow or sufferings in the world. So how one can rise above, go beyond the bondages of samsara. So here the japa, he is asking for a practice by which all beings can go beyond the bondages of samsara. Let us chant. Ko dharma sarvadharmanam. Ko dharma sarvadharmanam. Ko dharma sarvadharmanam. Bhavatah paramo matah. Bhavatah paramo matah. Bhavatah paramo matah. Kim japan muchyate jantur. Kim japan muchyate jantur. Kim japan muchyate jantur. जन्म संसारबन्धनात् जन्म संसारबन्धनात् जन्म संसारबन्धनात् को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात् किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात् किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात् Complete shloka. को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात् को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात् को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात्. So the answers for these 6 questions will be covered in the subsequent shlokas. So I don't want to bring one of the shlokas today because they are all interlinked. So we will start with the answers given by Bhishmacharya from the shloka, from next shloka, which is shloka 10 onwards. Gently close your eyes. Let's conclude with a closing prayer. Bring your hands to Namaskara. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Let us take the blessings of Bhagavan Vishnu. Gently open your eyes. Let's meet tomorrow. Thank you for joining.